Bonjour mes amis! I would like to share with you a little bit about the behind the scene of channeling the Arcturians. So I do channel the Healing Council of Arcturus. And the head of that council is my friend, and he calls himself Anok. So to do that, I actually allow him, and I'm privileged to allow him to come into my body so I can then transmit the healing that he wishes to provide my client or the group I am channeling for. So there is something important to realize is that when I do that, I actually have an Arcturians entering my physical body, right? So before, like for over 12 years, I did some psychic readings and I did healing like Reiki and channeling also when I had, friends and spirits next to me, I would channel them and so on. But since working with the Arcturians Council, the Healing Council, it's very different because indeed I have them entering my body for a long period of time. Like in the past, I had every now and then spirit guides coming within me or other beings coming within me, but it was always for a short amount of time and it was never to transmit healing this way. So it's very different because what I feel is really like beyond this world. So I get very, very hot. I sweat a lot and it's like my body is vibrating and pulsating and it's like this, like vroom, vroom, vroom. And my head is really extremely compressed. So it's pressing like this, but also from within it's expanding. It's a bit hard to describe. Then I have my chakra, my root chakra really burning, and also my crown chakra burning. And because I'm working so much with my intuition, like my pineal gland is super active, so basically I'm I'm extra activated, right? So yesterday I gave session, a mastermind on pineal gland recoding. It lasted 2 hours, so it was like a proper mastermind with theory. So we learned about the pineal gland, it was awesome, got really geeky, I love it. And then I transmitted the Arcturian, so my friend Anna came to me and all these amazing activations and also like a lot of healing, but predictions and messages that we could perceive, that he could perceive telepathically in the collective, in the group I was working with. So I created space and then I raised a question inside of me, is there anything that we can perceive telepathically that needs to be answered? And yes, there were like a lot about soul missions and so on. So we did that. So it was mind-blowing. Like every time I do Arcturian channeling, I'm like left in a state of awe and blessed, and I'm so honored and I'm so privileged. But hear me now. After that, I was exhausted, completely drained. So basically, I put myself to bed and just like I had, little tea and herbal tea and hot water. I watched something on Netflix because I wanted to convert the video to send the email with the link from the mastermind. And I was really like usual after a transmission, I'm like buzzing like this, both super happy and blissed out, but also like I can feel my physical body is like boom. And then I slept and I woke up this morning. I allowed myself to sleep in a little bit, not wake up like at 5:30 or 6, but sleep in. So I woke up at 8 and I felt as if I had been like back in the day partying hard all night long. Like my head was dense, my eyes, and I can still feel it now, like you see like all puffy and swollen, and I was feeling really I was feeling like shit actually. It was really bad. And I tuned in and was like, that's the first time I actually wake up feeling like this, because usually when I give transmission, I don't go to bed straight away, like or in the next hours. Like I let a couple of hours pass. I go on with my day. I ground myself. So yesterday I didn't ground myself. My bad. After the session, but as I was, starting my morning routine or journaling, I asked to have more information about that. And what came very clearly, it was that it's normal to start with to feel like this. I'm integrating also the transmission that came yesterday, all the activations, I'm receiving also. It's normal that I need to take it slowly. Also, I need to drink a lot of water so I can, get rid of toxins, get rid of old programmings, get rid of everything that no longer serves me. And then I need to bring in a lot of water to allow my cells to tap into the new frequencies received and really keep me going into these frequencies. I also got the message that if I don't get my shit together, then they won't be coming anymore. So that means I was considering as I was waking up like, oh, can't be bothered today. I'm just gonna ignore my emails. Yesterday was amazing, but like today I'm just taking a day off. Like I'm just gonna watch Netflix and have a massive breakfast right now because I practice intermittent fasting, so I don't eat until 12 or 1 in the afternoon. But I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have, just gonna indulge. But something didn't feel really aligned with that, and I know why. It's because if the day after we give you so much, we work with you so closely, you can't do what's necessary to align yourself to your soul fully, to remember why you are doing this, why are you doing this, Sandrine? And I know why. It's because my soul mission is to be a full-time channeler to the Arcturians, but also to Gaia, to dragons, to God Source. If I cannot handle being a full-time channeler when it comes, then it will stop coming. It's the same with intuition. If we don't recognize intuition when it comes and accept the messages, even if we dislike it, then it will stop coming. It will stop being so obvious, so clear, crystal clear. So yes, it is intense, but it is for me to do the right thing, which is journaling, drinking hot water, going for a little walk, bring movement, and practice gratefulness. Practice meditation, being in tune with my body. So I did that. I was there for myself, I was there for my soul, but I was there for the Arcturians who honor me with this work. Because the amount of healing frequencies, the magic that happens is beyond this world. Like, guys, I've never seen anything like that. I've never experienced anything like this. This is why I want to keep doing this. This is why I'm ready to do the work constantly behind the scene of getting my shit together, my routine, my alignments, my walks in nature, my food, all of that together. So I can keep on bringing that, because my mailbox, I'm really glad I connected. It was filled with at least 20 messages from people who had attended a group session saying, thank you so much, this happened, that happened, I've never had that in my life. I had like brain trauma, I had depression, I had lost my intuition, I had tried so many things before. Like this morning I woke up, my vision was crystal clear. All of these messages were there waiting for me as a gift in my mailbox, And this is the reward for doing the work, but it is also the anchor. It's the anchor into saying the work is not just to say, oh, let's put a mastermind together, create a few slides, and then do a little channeling. The work is everything behind the scene, and everything behind the scene is myself and my alignment and my attitude towards myself, but as well others and the Arcturians. I want to be at service for the greater collective. So this is the way I do it. So this is very important for me to share this message, because we don't always realize the amount of work that is put behind the scene for us people working as channelers. And I'm not looking at having thanks or anything like that. I'm saying this because if it's something that you are interested into, like, go for it. It's amazing. Just be prepared to literally revamp your life on all layers. So if your heart desire is to start channeling galactic beings or Source or Gaia, Yes, great, go for it. We need more and more people able to hold the frequencies inside themselves, inside their physical body, so then they can ripple that and redistribute that in the collective for everyone else to receive. With the Arcturians Healing Council, I can't channel them if they are standing there. I can channel them, but I channel like messages like, oh, like this little prediction here, or like this is an advice there, and it's more kind of an intellectual level if you want. It's like, yes, all that I have mentioned. But if my intention and the Arcturians' intention is actually to transmit channeling, healing, then they need to come inside of me. They need to come inside of me because they can use my body, the waves of my body, my frequencies, my words, my mind, my, like my way of moving, my way of describing things. They need to use that to be able to impact the group or the individuals they are working with. This is why it's so tremendously powerful. Like, people on the call were really sharing about a lot of pressure in the head, like the heat of waves they were feeling, and I'm like, yep, I get it. It's all that I'm feeling, but I have the being inside of me. So imagine like how much bigger it is. So before Arcturians, I was already doing that work that I mentioned before, but I was as well like a yoga teacher. I have been on this spiritual growth journey, development journey for the last maybe 21 years actively, and then I've been a psychic all my life. It's just that I never really cultivated it. But I can see now that everything that I did around my diet, quitting sugar 6 years ago, becoming vegetarian, then becoming vegan, then reintroducing eggs because I really needed it, intermittent fasting, gluten-free, running, swimming in the sea when it's like cold sea, like really super cold sea, taking cold showers, going for walks in nature, going into deep meditation, doing trance dance, breath work, all of that are all the pieces of the puzzles that now being put together show me the greatest picture, what my soul mission truly is, what I'm here to bring forth into this world, and it's to be a full-time channeler. The Arcturians would have never been able to come in my body the very first time it happened for me to transmit the channeling if I hadn't been working on that already. Like quitting drinking and smoking also, even weed, like quitting everything was the greatest gift I gave to myself. And at that time, I didn't know exactly why. I thought, oh, it's just for my health, it's good for my body. But no, and as I say this, I am very emotional because now I can see the bigger picture. Everything is clear. All the habit change, all the efforts were all the behind the scenes, all the pieces of the puzzle, the building blocks that were coming to me and that I acknowledged, but then I accepted and I acted upon. I took aligned actions as I was guided, I was pressurized. Try this diet change, go for a run, go for a walk. It's like, instead of staying lazy and watch Netflix or drink wine, because what else is there to do? It's like, no, I'm just going to do the inner work. I'm going to do the inner work because I feel good to start with, but now I can see why, because then I can be there for you guys and the Arcturians. And then when I was pondering about that this morning, journaling and the rest, and I had my friend Anok like just right there, and he's like, and you complain, Sandra, and like you say it's intense for you, but imagine me, like the galactic being, from out there who has to come in your physical body. Like, you can't imagine how intense it is for me. Like, he's like gigantic, and he's so cool. He's like gigantic, and then it's coming in my body. It's like, it's so dense, so intense. I can feel like all the pressure, the vibration. I can feel everything inside of you. So yes, you're doing great, Sandrine, but like, it's kind of, you need to do more. There is more more heavy metal to clear, more to clear in the brain, and so on and so on. And here's something excellent as well to know about the channeling with the Arcturians is that now they want me to study. And they want me to study hard. So I've always loved learning about spirituality in all its forms, but now they require me, actually they demand very frankly that I study things like yes, quantum physics and the pineal gland and healing and yes, like all the brain neuroscience. And I had done that already a little bit, but not to the extent of what they ask. And what is really interesting is that they say, well, imagine if you want to make a cake. Like you've got the recipe for cake says you need egg, you need flour, you need sugar. Well, if you don't even know what that means, how do you expect to make a cake? And then if you don't even know like what a tin is, what an oven is, and how to use it, like what it actually means to make a recipe, like there's no way you can enjoy your beautiful cake. And so basically that's they say about this channeling. I want to be able to channel the Arcturian Healing Council because it's so badass, it's so awesome, and I like so many people need to receive this, and I feel amazing doing it. But to be able to do it properly, I need to be able to have the concepts needed so I can actually speak those words and translate that into a vocabulary that might not make sense with the other person, but in the ether and the quantum field it does. It's like sometimes I channel and yes, like I don't find the word, and then this like immediately it pauses, there is stop, like it's like my brain is kind of going like zoot, 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 no concept to explain that, so I start tripping on words and then I get a little bit out and I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. And it's like, keep going, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. And so I try to explain it in other words. So that's another thing, like behind the scene, is that we are pushed beyond our limits. We are pushed to expand our mind, to expand our intellect, and as well to work on the self constantly. You know, to really cultivate high vibes, be at service, be kind to people, be compassionate to myself when I need to integrate, and then really push, you know, when I need to push a little bit for the greatest good of all, you know, all of that with a purpose of expansion. So my friend, if your calling is to be a channeler receiving a galactic being in your body, which is like amazing, know that it's a fantastic journey because you will progress on so many levels, like you will shift tremendously. Be prepared for the ride. Like with the Arcturians, it's very deep, like I have channeled dragons, but not a lot. And that's like yet another a frequency to deal with. So all I can say is that clear your body, clear your mind, work on yourself a lot, and it is amazing. Like it's just I think it's the next level in like in spiritual expansion, well, for me and my life and my soul mission. Is there anything I need to say? Anything else at all? All is well. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.